Lena's Musical Adventure. Lena was a 7-year-old girl who loved to sing. Her room was filled with colorful posters of her favorite singers, and rows of CDs and tapes lined the shelves. Every evening, when she returned from school, she would lock herself in her room and sing into a microphone, imagining she was on a grand stage before a crowd of fans. At home, Lena was calm and cheerful. She helped her mom in the kitchen, did her homework with her dad, and played with her younger brother, Kubush. Her parents were very proud of her because she was polite and obedient. However, at school, Lena was quite different. She often shouted at teachers and classmates when things didn't go her way. Small things like a lost pencil or a failed drawing could trigger her anger outbursts. Dream of the festival one day, Lena learned that a talent festival would be held at her school. She was thrilled. It was her chance to sing in front of the entire school. She dreamed of everyone hearing her voice and admiring her talent. However, she knew that to perform, she had to learn to control her emotions. She didn't want anger and frustration to ruin her dream. Lena decided to talk to her mom. "Mom, I want to sing at the festival, but I'm afraid I'll get upset again and ruin everything," she said worriedly. Her mom smiled warmly and hugged her daughter. "Lena, I know you can do it. You just need to learn to manage your emotions. Remember when you learned to play the piano? It was difficult at first, but with time you mastered all the notes. Emotions are like notes. You need to understand them and learn to control them." First steps. The next day, Lena decided to start working on her emotions. At school, when she felt she was getting upset, she took a deep breath and counted to 10. It helped her calm down and not explode. However, it wasn't always easy. Sometimes, despite her efforts, emotions got the better of her. One time, when Lena got upset again, her friend Michał approached her. "Lena, maybe we can try something together. Maybe it will help you calm down," he suggested. Lena agreed, and together with Michał, they started drawing. It turned out that playing together helped her forget about anger and focus on something pleasant. The magical world of emotions. One evening, as Lena fell asleep, she had an extraordinary dream. She found herself in a magical world where all emotions had their colors and shapes. She met the fairy of emotions, whose name was Melody. Melody had beautiful, colorful wings and sang the most beautiful songs Lena had ever heard. "Melody, how can I learn to control my emotions?" Lena asked. Melody smiled and replied, "Lena, emotions are like notes in a song. Each one is important, but you must learn to control them to create a beautiful melody. When you feel anger, try to find something that calms you. It could be singing, drawing, or talking to a friend." Practice makes perfect. Lena woke up with a smile on her face. She decided to apply Melody's advice in practice. Every day, she tried to work on her emotions. When she felt she was getting upset, she sang her favorite song. It helped her calm down and focus on positive things. At school, when something didn't go her way, instead of shouting, she asked for help from a teacher or classmates. It turned out that many people were happy to help her, and Lena began to feel more confident and calm. The big day, the day of the talent festival, arrived. Lena was very excited, but also a little nervous. Before her performance, she took a few deep breaths and remembered Melody's advice. "Calm down, Lena. This is your moment. Show everyone what you can do," she thought. When she stood on stage, she felt her heart pounding, but instead of panic, she felt joy. She began to sing her favorite song, and her voice filled the entire hall. The audience was delighted, and Lena felt like a true star. Return home. After the festival, Lena returned home with a medal and a smile on her face. Her parents were very proud of her. "Lena, you're wonderful. You showed that you can control your emotions and achieve your dream," her mom said. Lena understood that emotions are important, but how we deal with them is even more crucial. With the support of her family, friends, and Melody, she learned that she could achieve anything if she believed in herself and worked on herself. New opportunities. From that day on, Lena was more calm and confident. She was doing better in school, and her relationships with classmates and teachers improved significantly. She knew there were still many challenges ahead, but she was ready to face them. Every evening, before falling asleep, she sang her favorite song and thought about all the beautiful moments yet to come. She knew that with Melody's help and the support of her loved ones, she could achieve anything she dreamed of. Lena realized that emotions are a natural part of life, but how we handle them is key. Thanks to her adventure, she learned that it's worth working on oneself and seeking support in difficult times. She knew she could always count on her family, friends, and Melody, who would always be in her heart. Lena's story shows that each of us has emotions that can sometimes be difficult to control. However, with the help of loved ones, friends, and the right methods, we can learn to manage them and achieve our dreams. Lena learned that it's worth believing in oneself and working on oneself to face challenges and enjoy beautiful moments in life.